One. We're live. Hey guys, we do need to check this. We need to test. Hey. Can I get a little quiet? Just a little. We are live. I do need to do a test. Can somebody access the Neon Street Productions YouTube channel and check the audio? Make sure you're getting audio through it. Because we got the mic over here. That's Wesley. Hey guys, it is just a little past 6. We are a little late going live, but we are doing some tests to make sure that everything's working. We got to check for audio. And we got quite a few people here already. I'm going to go ahead and bring a few people on here in just a minute. We're going to kind of do just kind of an interview kind of style, pretty loose. Again, here at 7 p.m., the short film ShutEye will release. Okay, has anybody jumped on the YouTube channel? And if you can just do that and check for audio, just make sure we have audio on there.
Yep, we got audio.
We're good on audio? Awesome. Thanks, Josh. Shout out to Josh there. That was our set designer on scene number 7, I do believe. So let's go ahead and bring some people up here. Hopefully, I'll just kind of move to the side. Can I get somebody to come over here for one?
No, not you.
Yeah. Are you able to see the picture on the? How am I? Am I centered or?
No, you're like way in the corner.
So over here's more centered.
No, a little bit more over.
More. You need to go over
Like,
more.
yeah.
Yeah, but I want somebody over
All right,
here.
you're good.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Scott's gonna be next.
Okay, let's go ahead and bring. Who wants to be our first person to come up and say hello to everybody? Make sure she doesn't push those buttons, please. Who is it? Oh, let's get Micaiah. Flea, you're good, right? Really? Come on, man. Okay, we got Flea. We're gonna go ahead and bring our audio guy.
Who is?
Bring our audio. No, audio guy.
I am.
Yeah, I'm definitely Gage. I'll have you next, and sure. Yeah, he's cool about it. Pop down. Can I get a picture check?
Just take pictures of it.
Just look and see if we're centered here. That's all. Okay.
That's good.
Okay, good. This is. Let's go ahead and adjust that just slightly. This is our audio guy. He did audio through probably like 95% of it because I think I had.
Yeah, you guys show up in the picture.
we had Wes do about 4%, not 5%. That means something to him. Yeah. We don't want to bruise his ego, right? Yeah. He was holding the boom more. Yeah. It was carbon fiber, man. That's like extreme lightweight.
I'm used to weighing like grams at a time. That's about it.
That's a different kind of.
But besides that, it was kind of heavy. But
Different industry completely. Yeah. We're not in that industry.
so about the movie.
But yeah, this is our audio guy. What do you think? I mean, what actually did you find like most challenging when you come up on set? I mean, was it the mixer and all the controls, or was it? We got a kid over here. Can we get?
Oh, I had a hat that worked perfect for this. It said, "Keep your kid away from me." That's what the hat said. I got it. I was gonna bring him to.
No, but for real, come on, for real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what was like your? Was it the
learning how to-
mixer? Was it the boom? Was it like learning where people were at?
Can I talk? No. Yeah, learning all that and holding it right and doing everything. And, the airplane scene was pretty hard. It was like 20 below zero.
Yeah, we're in Tuscola, Illinois at the airport over there, and yeah, it was really, really cold. Everybody complained. I think I even complained.
It like took extra long because it was so cold out.
Yeah, that was definitely a cold day. We had to go. I don't remember what month we were in, but I just remember it was pretty icy. I remember batteries were going down a little bit more
everything
too.
was just
They'll
like
drain
aliens were
quicker.
around us or something.
No. Yes, it was aliens. It always is. It's always aliens. Let's get Gage over
But it was
here
fun,
then. Yeah, you guys, just real light. Just real light. Nothing major. I mean,
All right, I'll go next.
just the internet. Can I get a time check, by the way? You? Awesome. Good. And that's what we need. So next. Perfect. We're doing good. Gage, he was a server in this. Customer service was his game.
Depends on what you define as customer service.
Customer's always wrong might be what you may believe in if you were a server like that. Don't give any of the movie away if you can. I mean, just a heads up. I'm trying to. But yeah, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, you know what? With what you just said there, that we could have literally used that as a really good slogan, like entering the place.
There's gonna be so many things you're gonna realize. I mean,
Yeah.
this thing was rewritten like probably 12 times at least because it was like, this sounds better. This, and some of the lines were still what they were, but yeah, you're always gonna notice that. But okay, when you had come in, and I remember I was telling you about putting the teeth paste on,
Yeah.
and getting the clothes them clothes I bought for you
Yes.
that were really kind of corny, and we're really trying to, and again, I'm trying to be careful not to give anything away, but trying to create a certain mood. I'll just say that. And I mean, sometimes was that uncomfortable at all? I mean,
Honestly, no, because kind of being weird is kind of my natural personality. So, I mean, I honestly, as interesting as it was for, the role that I was playing, in this film, that it just kind of felt natural, honestly. The only thing that was just kind of interesting is kind of the use of pronunciation of certain lines. But no, I mean, I felt very natural.
so yeah, you just kind of played with it and had fun with the role then.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
just kind of made it your own rather than like worrying about, being too perfect on this, and this point. You kind of just brought it into your
Absolutely.
personality.
I mean, you can't really focus on being perfect because, I mean, perfection really, at least for me, it doesn't exist. It's just about going out there, having fun, and just doing the best that you can do and, put on a good film.
Yeah, and have a good time doing it because that's truly what it's all about. You'll hear that a lot on film sets, but it's the truth. And like you said, perfection is subjective.
Exactly.
So, all right, let's go ahead and get Josh up here. Thanks, Gage. I appreciate it. Yeah, let's get Josh. We had Josh on scene 7. He hasn't done this before, and I'm like, we need this room done up. And when you do see the film, if you haven't already seen it at one of the closed premieres, then you'll see a scene. I don't want to give it too much away, but we'll just say there's a TV in the scene, right? And I was telling Josh, I'm like, I think I said something. Excuse me, something to the effect of, we need this certain feel or something like that. And then the snow and everything.
Yep, it was just something that was kind of off the whim. I was also at home taking care of all the kids, so it was kind of something that just fell into place, and I just so happened to have all the stuff that we needed. And then there was also that one specific scene where I had to hold my breath underwater.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. There's not an intro scene, but it's like within the first few minutes of this, you will see a water scene. We'll say that, and he was actually helping us achieve the special effect part of the water scene. So, I don't want to give anything away again, but yeah, that was actually fun. That was in Paris, Illinois at Twin Lakes, I remember. Yeah. So did you actually have fun on the set part of it? Because, the other part, of course, you were.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. My first time being part of anything like this, it was just fun, learning and watching how everything's done.
So do you feel like you kind of brought, I don't know, got introduced to something a little new and kind of opened you up a little bit. I mean, to
Yeah, I definitely say
a new experience, basically.
I definitely say it's a new experience. Definitely opened me up to a new door.
Okay. Yeah, and you had a good time doing it, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Like on the set and everything when you're doing that. Of course, the water scene. I know he had a blast. It was he was basically swimming underwater, and we'll just leave it at that because I don't want to give the actual scene, which is not him. He's not actually in the scene, but he helped us create in the
Behind the
first
scenes.
yeah, he was underwater. We'll just leave it at that. So in the first few minutes of the film when it releases, you'll see what we're talking about. All right, man. Thanks, Josh.
Yep.
Mr. Snake. We got Jake the Snake, Josh here. So let's go ahead and grab. Who are we grabbing next? Ivy. Come on. Just real quick. Real quick. Just a minute or two. Just can I get a time check, by the way?
Yeah.
6:20.
Cool. We're doing good. This is Ivy. She had a real good time doing this. Where is Wesley? Go ahead and come over here too. Because I'm going to try and get both of you in. I know it's going to be a little scrunched, but yeah, see if can I get a picture check, Gage, see if I'm in this. Go ahead and hop in. And see if we can get all three of us in this. Are we all three in this?
So we'll need all of you just to shift this way just a little.
Okay, like so. How's that?
That works.
Okay. We're a little scrunched in the area we got set up. We really wanted 2 people, and we got 3. So this was Wesley. He's my son. This is my niece. Ivy. Gee, I don't even know. Anyway, Wesley, Ivy. Anyway, they're the 2 kids in this. Again, I don't want to give anything away, but I thought their part was so important. It was not only entertaining, but the whole storyline just kind of creates a whole loop due to their characters that you're going to see in this. And it's kind of cool because this did take a little while to film and to complete. So they actually grew quite a bit. And they're at that age that they grew a lot during that time. So, I mean, you guys were almost half the size you are now, in the film. Yeah, it's been, we had filmed for over 4 years, just over, I think, right at 4 years or just over. But yeah, I mean, it was an experience, Did you guys actually, how did you feel about your characters that were in it? I know you said you felt a little odd, and you told me the same thing. But did you actually enjoy it a little bit? I mean, was it fun? Did you play with it a little bit?
Yeah, it was a new experience.
In my opinion, it was really fun.
And to look back on it, because you watched the film, we watched premieres and stuff. You guys had seen it. Looking back on it, would you do that again? Would you actually jump in and be on the set again if you were asked?
Yeah.
Did it teach you anything? Because you guys are growing up, you're at that age, you're growing up, you're still going to school, you're still learning. Did it kind of widen your horizons on what there is out there to do, even job wise, or new experiences? Like sometimes, for example, got something in my mouth. Sometimes, like, people don't want to ride, the big roller coaster, and then they'll go through something, and then all of a sudden they want to try that because they don't want to miss out on that. I mean, was there anything, not just roller coasters or fun, but has it changed you in any way where it opened you up to new ideas of trying things outside the box a little?
It gives new viewpoints on things, on how to look at different pictures. Look at something through a different picture.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and what's that?
Yeah, like new opportunities.
definitely new things to do. Yeah. So, well, that's good. I mean, especially at your age when you're learning so much and you're still, going to school. Like I said, you're still going after them goals and trying to achieve something. And then something just kind of opens you up to a new world, you know, because a lot of like child actors, there's a really bad name because, you know, in movies and stuff, because child actors, they do it all the time. You guys did this and it's an experience. And I think it's actually a positive thing for somebody. Yeah, you're not doing it for like
fun experience for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and learning and
To get into things like, yeah, I see what you mean.
yeah. So I mean, I think, you know, as long as you're not doing that day in and day out, you're not stopping school in order to go, you know, do this or nothing like that. I think it can. My point's it can actually be a positive experience for young people too. And you guys were really young when you did that. And I know you may feel a certain way about it, but I think you should really be proud. And you've got something that's going to be not film technically, but on film.
Yeah.
You know, for the rest of your life. I mean, you've been in a film.
Definitely something to look back at when you're older.
Yeah, definitely. So, and now you have a IMDb acting credits. So.
Yeah.
And it was a really good part. I'm telling you that your guys' part in this, those characters really needed to be in this because it really, not only it was entertaining, but it actually wrapped the whole story in a circle so that everything connected and it worked. Without it, there was no way to connect it.
Yeah.
And I've actually thought about, and I haven't said it a lot, but I've actually thought about writing a book of ShutEye in order for people to get the complete story. Because it's not there in the visuals. No book, you know, no movie is as good as its book.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot to review. But anyway, let's go ahead and get some more people up here. Let's get Micaiah up here. And time check again. Here, actually, I could do this myself. I don't know why. Okay, it's 6:26, and we're getting Micaiah. She is Bentley at age 12 in the film. Now, we've been doing this for about 4 years. There was a lot of filming. I mean, when we first started it, it's been over 4 years.
Yeah.
We have let it simmer in film festivals for the last several months. So that doesn't really count as filming, of course. But anyway, Micaiah, she plays Bentley at age 12. I'm trying to think. We did the first scene. Do you remember? This is the first scene in film order, not the first scene we done. Do you remember Sarge's? The dungeon-like basement?
Yeah.
Now, was that hard for you? Do you remember that clearly? Was it like hard when I remember I was telling you, I was like, do this with your face, do that with your face.
Yes. It wasn't really necessarily hard. It was just more like fun. But also at the same time, I was nervous at first because I was little and I didn't know exactly what to do. But over time, I did get used to it. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
And if you remember at the premiere, there was like a ton of people that come up to you.
Yes, they were coming up to me and they were telling me how such a good job I was doing.
Have you thought of taking acting seriously and maybe even take theater class or acting or whatever later on? Is that a thought in your mind that you may explore it?
It did cross my mind a few times because looking back on it, watching it, I did actually do a pretty good job. And so I was thinking maybe I can make a career out of this. It could be something I could do in the future.
Yeah, and again, I do want to stress, like, if you have something you've been set on or 2 or 3 things that you're like, I love this, I don't think you should just go change it immediately and be an actor and you're going to go out to Hollywood and be famous, rich, and then, because we know that story, right?
We all know it.
But I mean, if it does give you something, even if, let's say you do something else. Say you go and we're just going to pick an oddball subject. You go into real estate because you like real estate and you do that. But maybe on the side you do theater, on some of your weekends because that's something you enjoy doing. And you can kind of test the waters with that, just by doing it on the weekends.
Yeah.
So you don't have to just like dive head first.
Of course.
Because, you want everything to be fun. You want invitation, not obligation, right?
Yeah.
So, anyway, did you have anything else you wanted to add before I asked you something?
I just say that over the years of us filming this, it was pretty fun and it gave me something to look forward to because usually on my free time I was usually doing school and after school activities. And when we would go after school to act for the movie, it absolutely made my day because it was fun and we would just laugh and spend time together.
Do you remember there was a scene where we had a drone up in the bedroom window, and we did that because we could not. The original idea was to have a one-story house to do that. You were on the second story, so we actually had to use a drone.
We were using my old bedroom at the time for that.
Now, do you remember when it was like by that time it seemed like you were almost getting comfortable and knew what to expect.
Yes.
But do you remember when you were like, when I was having you lay down and how you were going to like doze off to sleep?
Yeah.
You're like, what do I do with my eyes? What do I do?
Like,
I mean, you were like, you knew everything. Did you actually do any studying during the time?
I did not.
No? Okay. Well, how did you know all that? I mean, just from the experience.
I would personally say it took practice over the few shots we did take it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just did it slowly and I took my time with it.
Well, yeah, what I'm saying is like you had asked me like, what should I do with my eyelids? What should I do with my face? So it was like you already knew everything acting. I had actually worked with people out of LA that knew all this too, but I didn't expect for you to know. So that's why I was wondering, did you like do any studying or anything? Or maybe you've seen it somewhere. Maybe you go on YouTube and you see somebody,
I would personally say from my experience, it's just from me watching movies. I just would watch those facial expressions. And
So when you got the part and then you would do it, that would make you pay more attention to movies and films.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Try to study their facial expressions and their body language just to see how I could do it for the movie. And then I gave some of that a shot.
Well, everybody said she done an amazing job. There's a little bit of a tip for you guys out there, one way to learn. So I think we're gonna, let's shoot on. But did you want to say any last minute things? She was basically one of the three leads. There were basically three leads, which was Pam, Ariel, and Micaiah.
I would personally say to give everything a shot. Try it at least once, because you never know if you will end up enjoying it. You say one thing and then you say another when you try it. So give everything a shot. Try your best. Don't try to be perfect. It's all fun.
Never know till you go, right? I don't mean to go to the bathroom either, so don't even say it, guys. Okay, let's get thanks, Kaya. Thank you so much for your time. And Tucker, are you coming up here? Mr. Bartender? Here we go. We got Tucker up here.
You made it to the couch scene.
And we've got Tucker up here. Stephen Tucker. He played a bartender in the film. I ain't giving too much away. It was very, very interesting scene. There ain't a lot of it ain't out in your face. There ain't tons of dialogue just to blurt out what it means. But I mean, you remember what I told you about that scene when we were practicing? I'm trying not to give it completely away because the film's going to be coming up here in 25 minutes or so. But when I brought that up, was it clear to you, or you have to go through it in your mind? You know what I mean? Or did you just feel it?
No, I just rolled with it. Just kind of didn't change much who I was.
Mm-hmm. You did slur your words just a little bit.
I
You did that, yeah.
A little hickabelly in there.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, because I had worked with Gage on that as well. And just to go back and say, we actually did. I should have probably said it when Gage was up here, but we had to take Gage and actually do record his audio and actually fit that back to the track for his part, because it was a lot to ask. I mean, everybody's got jobs, they've got other things they're doing. He tried one way. When it came across on film, it looked like it may be trying to insult somebody. We weren't trying to do that. trying to create a feel, a vibe, you know,
I thought
a
this was
feel.
great. I thought it was great.
Oh yeah, that's his new stuff though. It was completely pulled out, put back in. Yeah, and he recorded blindly. But did you have anything you wanted to say about your experience in the film and ShutEye? I mean,
A lot more complicated than I thought something of this process would be.
oh
A lot
really?
more in detail. I mean, I think you do amazing work.
Oh, thanks.
Long time coming, I think, on this, and I think it's well worth it. Definitely. I had a blast doing it too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's the main thing. I mean, you'll hear any filmmaker say it, but it's not. Everybody means it. Okay, it's not just something people blurt out. The most important part is to have a good time. I think if you're more relaxed, number one, you're not going to be as tired
Yep.
or tired as quick. And when we do the bigger sets, it is like normally 12 days.
Well, that scene was a real long scene,
No,
but
no.
it took a while because he was doing it in public, and you had
Oh
you know,
yeah.
people would walk by or someone would holler out something. And
Oh yeah, and that scene, the latest part, if you listen to it, I took some of the latest AI technology to take the background noise out,
gotcha.
and yeah, it's really advanced. I mean, it's 20.
I
We're
can't
in
wait to-
25 now, but it's 2024 advanced AI just to get that background. And I think it sounds a lot better than the original.
I'd say the hardest part was probably keeping the beer full for Pam.
Pam just kept drinking.
Kept topping her off.
Yeah, she was saying how much she enjoyed herself there. I mean, it was actually pretty funny. Yeah, I think her eyes were getting a little glazed there.
I think so. Well, good working.
And I mean, I remember doing a really special color grade just for Pam. Her face looks like it's glowing at one point. It's like blue around here. But I wanted a really kind of cool color grade on both the bar scene and the pizza. Well, I don't want to give too much away. Another scene where the two leads were talking, having an in-depth conversation. I'll just say that. So, anything else you wanted to add? I mean, there
Hollywood,
is a
here we
lot
come.
more, huh?
Hollywood, here we come, right?
I don't know if I want to go there right this moment.
All my eggs are in this basket, Scott.
You got a lot on your screen right now.
Yep. Well, it's warm out there. No, that's horrible. No, we definitely hope the best for them guys out west. No joking. It probably shouldn't have joked, I guess, but horrible stuff going on. There's actually some friends of mine that are out there, and they're good people. Not everybody out in LA is a bad person. There's plenty of bad people everywhere in the world, but not everybody out there is bad. Anyway, let's go ahead and bring
Me again? Okay.
no.
You said no.
Oh yeah, are you ready?
Yeah,
Okay, I know you were shying away forever. I thought you would.
I'm ready.
Okay, we have our lead, our star right here. We have Bentley, but actually her name's Ariel. So I know there was a lot of challenges. And I mean, are you comfortable talking about that on camera? Just like, yeah, you have some. Go ahead.
I struggle with anxiety a little bit, so I had to practice a lot getting into character and to play my role. And I had great cast that helped me through that, and we really just enjoyed it and had a good time with it. There was many takes, but we and I overcame it, and we did really good.
Well, I'll tell you, I've worked with quite a few people even out of LA, and these guys, they go to school years and years, to get their thing. I think they get certificates or something. Anyway, to get their acting, I mean, really good. And we've been through so many takes, even with the people out in Los Angeles. I mean, and I'm not cutting them down. They're great people. They're so talented. Actors, some actors are so smart that they're scary. I mean, that's actually a saying really, because they're so sharp. So I'm not cutting them down, but even with the people out of LA or out of Atlanta or wherever the hot spot is right now, you want to consider. But even those actors that go to school for years, it's not abnormal to have 3 to 5 takes. I mean, and that's normal. And are there more? Yeah, there's times it takes more just because they're trying to figure out what to do with this background thing or what they need to add in, or, there could be any little thing. Or the actor just ain't comfortable with it. So it's not abnormal. It's not abnormal. It wasn't because you didn't do good or something like that.
I've watched many behind the scenes from other movies, and yeah, I've seen where they had to take multiple shots and everything. And I do tend to over analyze myself. Yeah.
Well, we all do that. I mean, and again, that goes back to what Gage was talking about perfection. Being a perfectionist is subjective. It really is. Because, especially in arts, and this is an art. I mean, this is nothing different, in my opinion, than writing a song, than doing any sort of thing, within the arts. It's just another art. You're good? Okay. But, being a perfectionist or being perfect in this is, an opinion. That's all it is. And I mean, so many times I've seen where we've made mistakes and they turned out to be good mistakes. And that's happened both on film sets and when we were writing a lot of music in the basement. So, I mean, it's the same sort of thing. It's art. And let it be art. Be comfortable with it. Have a good time.
Just gives you something to learn from, and then eventually you progress and get better.
Well, when you did watch those behind the scenes specials you were talking about, did that actually help you when you came on the set?
Yeah, it definitely did. It helped me kind of get the idea of what to expect, and kind of like in a movie set way. So it helped me prepare a little bit.
So, was there anything that comes to mind? What's the most, I'm trying to put this basic, what's the most memorable moment on set for you? What was there, like one thing that you can't get out of your mind that you're never going to forget that happened while you were on set? Like anything.
Yeah, how do I say this? I don't want to give anything away. Because I don't want to say anything about a specific scene. So it's hard to put this. Anything specific that I enjoyed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But how do I put this? It's hard for me to explain without a specific.
Without giving it away.
Yeah, I don't want to give anything away.
Okay.
But I really enjoyed it all.
There wasn't nothing that stands out. What scene was it? Do you remember?
The scene.
An idea?
I don't want to Can I say it? You said I could say it now.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, it was especially the scene where me and him were in the music. When we were at
Oh, okay, okay.
That was a good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Just say, yeah. You can say coworker scene.
Coworker scene. Okay.
Yeah, coworker.
I don't want to
Yeah, you ain't. No, that ain't gonna give anything away. Okay, well, and they'll actually get it when they watch the film.
Yeah.
And did you I don't know how much of this you know, and I gotta keep checking time to make sure we don't go over 5 minutes till it's gonna start a countdown. And yeah, I know we're about 10 minutes away from that. So
I enjoyed the time with the cast and crew, so it was a good fun time.
Well, I don't know if you know it, but when we had first started this, the first scene we did, right, was you pulling up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, and that follow through scene. But I mean, that whole thing had a feeling. And then from there on, there were details that needed filled in, but the basic story was there. So when I went and started writing all that, it was yours. This was your film. That's why I like really wanted you to do this. You're like, I think your like anxiety was just killing you, and you really didn't want to do it. Well, I really wanted you to do it because it was written for you. You were Bentley. Excuse me, but you were Bentley. You have that presence, you know, and you worked in front of the camera like you, you know. I mean, I could actually feel a little bit of compassion for Bentley when I see you know going through the motions there. So a lot of that was written. It was your character. It was yours. So I'm glad that we got this finished. I appreciate all your time, all your effort. I know it was a lot to ask, but we're here on premiere night, and we're gonna show the world, and you know, people are gonna see it and hopefully say nice things because that's what they do on YouTube.
Thanks for all the nice comments. All right,
But
blast off. Woo, ready?
But anyway, do you have anything else you wanted to add in there?
No, thanks to everybody, and we had a great time.
Oh yeah, it was an awesome time. Yeah, I probably should go ahead and send some thanks out to people. Pam's not able to be here. She does have something going on pretty important. So we definitely wanted to say, Pamela Adam, thank you so much. You're an amazing actress. You do a great job. She was always showing up. She was, you know, right into character. She would actually help. She helped calm you down a few times. You guys became.
We worked so well together.
You
It
became
calmed my
kind of
anxiety
friends.
a lot. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and she even coached you. I mean, because she had done movies before, and she was willing to, you know, extend that olive branch and kind of take you under her wing just a tad, you know, just to, like
a
you said.
mentor, yeah. It was good.
Yeah, to calm it down, you know, calm down your anxiety and make it a little easier.
I'd say you complimented each other very well.
Oh yeah, I thought the chemistry was there for sure. The chemistry, and you can't fake that. I mean, that's one of those things in film. Like, if it's not there, it's just you start looking really weird really quick. So, but anyway, again, thank you to Pam. I need to make sure I remember everybody out there. I haven't seen David show up, so apparently David doesn't look like he's going to make it here. David, he was the pizza cook. He was in the background in a scene. I'm not going to give any more of that away, but David, he did a really good job. It was a really funny scene. I thought everybody was, you know, everybody that showed up was amazing. I thought they really put everything they could through. But anyway, do you have anything else from you? Because I'm going to go ahead and bring Roy. Do you want to come up?
All right, go ahead.
Yep, Roy. Yeah, it was a little funny,
She just
but that's okay.
exited the camera.
She was just like, I'm the lead.
You're done with me.
I've never been interviewed before.
You were fine. It's a joke. We're having
Prima
fun.
donna.
But anyway, my brother, Roy, he not only did, what scene was that? We'll just say the bar scene, right? He did grip work on that, but he not only done that, he had also, he helped with various things throughout it. But one thing I wanted to point out was the music. The music where the movie starts up. The song, he had wrote that, composed that years ago, and we were in the band, of course, Tongue and Groove for years. And then that kind of became part of the theme song. Between that and the Nightmare Piano, which Nightmare Piano was Bobby Cole or something. Anyway, I had to license that. I talked to Bobby. He's a really nice guy. But Nightmare Piano, which you can tell because it's the piano, and then Walking Alone. Walking Alone, I remember coming to you and saying the lyrics are perfect. I mean, it just fits. It's like telling everything. This is Bentley and how Bentley feels. It was like it was written perfectly for this film and how she would feel estranged from the world a little bit. And, like everything's coming at her. And that kind of feeling, almost a mild paranoia, you know what I mean? But
or just a deeply rooted sense of loss, mystery, and being astray from all the things that we experience and we go through that we can't quite make sense out of. And kind of what the song was really about. It was about a sense of discovery, a sense of loss, a sense of misunderstanding, just that isolation feel that you don't really know how to put a theme to, that we all struggle through at some point in life.
Well, it definitely fit this. I mean, all those feelings I think Bentley would feel through this film. Every single one of those, especially like the isolation. Not really understanding, misunderstanding things, not quite getting it right, trying to discover yourself. Just a little bit of everything.
The tragedy of loss.
That, yeah, definitely.
Without any understanding and how to process that emotionally. So it just gives this, we all face it at some point, this eerie feeling of a sense of being of out of control. We go through this life thinking that we somehow have some master plan and some kind of grip on reality that we think we hold the key to, that we can control. And the truth is, it's all out of control. But it's a learning of oneself, of just understanding that that's okay. It's okay for things to be out of control, and just being able to give that over. Because every time we fight for dominance and control, all we do is create more misery and struggle within ourselves.
Definitely fits this, that's for sure.
Have a kid on the loose.
Okay, we got like 2 minutes before we have to be off of this because we need the channel to go ahead and do the premiere. Did you have anything else you wanted to add? I mean, and who else?
I kind of got pulled in, kind of by default. There's a lack of somebody to run the lights, so that's kind of how I got incorporated into it. And it was interesting. It was a learning process, and it was when you're lighting something such as a bar, and you're trying to achieve that atmosphere that we see with our natural eyes, but you're trying to capture that on camera. And to have it lit properly has its own set of challenges.
Yeah, like we did here, we're trying to keep from too many shadows,
I think overall,
distractions.
the different neon
1 minute
lights, and just the atmosphere and the things within there, I think turned out really well. So you have your countdown.
Yeah, we got like 1 minute. Alan.
All right, well, I will step out of this seat and just tell everybody to, as we count down, enjoy it. It was a labor of love and something that he'd been working on for quite some time.
You're not doing anything?
And
just one thing. We only got
it
like
was
1
enjoyable
minute.
to be a part of it. Thank you all. You have a good evening and enjoy the show.
Okay, let's get one person just for a minute. Just for a minute, because they're going to see you like really quick in this. I did want to get one last person. We are like 1 minute away from the countdown right now, so I'm going to take about 20 seconds and get him. This is my son, Alan. You'll see him really early in it, and just really quick. We got like less than a minute. So, is there anything you wanted to share specific? And if not, like, Did you have fun doing it? Was it fun, the part you did? I mean, it felt good, easy.
Helping with some of the production and the art was very fun.
Yeah, because you used to work in haunted houses and stuff like that. So, I mean, was it similar to that kind of thing?
Not at all.
Okay, thank you for being honest.
Well, I was doing the theme song. That's all I can make it here. So.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stop this live because I need to do that. We're got 5-minute countdown starting in like 20 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this live. Thank you guys for joining us, whoever's out there. And I will see you at the movie. Stay right here on Neon Street Productions. Make sure you check out that countdown. It'll start at 5 minutes. ShutEye's coming up next. Did you kill it? You got to confirm.